On April 18, 2011, Central Prairie Honor Flight leaves Garden City, headed for Washington, D.C. to our nation's capital. Around 170 total veterans and guardians descended on Garden City, Kansas Airport at around 4 a.m. to start their trip. After a slow process of going through security, we lifted off at 7 a.m. Veteran Melvin W. Holmes, Navy veteran from World War II, with son Lynn Holmes. A sea of red and blue on the plane, all veterans and guardians. After landing in Baltimore, we arrived in D.C., 3 buses of veterans, all from western Kansas. On the way, we drove by the White House and the Jefferson Memorial, which was under construction at the time. Veteran Melvin W. Holmes in front of the World War II Memorial kiosk. 2 43-foot tall pavilions proclaimed victory on the Atlantic and Pacific fronts, on land, at sea, in the air. The Washington Monument is at one end of the memorial and the Lincoln Memorial at the other. Veteran Melvin Holmes lines up with other veterans getting ready for a group photo. This photo is a group photo of all the veterans that made the flight. The Wall of Stars is located at the back of the memorial. 4,048 gold stars, each represent 100 Americans, pay tribute to the sacrifice of more than 405,000 American lives. The memorial is a circle of stone pillars, each bear a state's name, and bronze, oak, and wheat wreaths respectively represent the nation's industrial and agriculture strengths. The Rainbow Pond with its celebratory fountains symbolize the unprecedented wartime unity among the 48 states, 7 federal territories, and the District of Columbia. A long, peaceful, tree-lined walk beside the reflection pond on the way to the Korean Memorial. The Korean Memorial, with its 6.5 to 7 feet tall statues, give you the feeling of being in the field with the soldiers. The large granite wall with the faces etched into it bring the faces to life from all branches of the service. The Lincoln Memorial is quite impressive with its workmanship and size. The reflection pond was under construction, but the feeling of all the history is still alive. You can see the World War II Memorial at the end of the reflection pond. Veteran Melvin Holmes at the Lincoln Memorial gives you the sheer size of the statue. The Emancipation Proclamation is inscribed on the wall inside the Lincoln Memorial. Group photo of the Central Prairie Honor Flight at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Arlington Cemetery is a maze of tombstones on rolling hills. Over 300,000 people are resting in Arlington Cemetery. In every direction you look, for as far as you can see, are white headstones. All headstones are placed exactly the same distance apart with precise accuracy. Western Kansas Honor Flight was lucky to have 4 veterans chosen to place a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier. This is a privilege that not many get to experience. After placing the wreath, playing of taps completes the ceremony. Iwo Jima Memorial with its famous placing of the Stars and Stripes. From each angle you get a different perspective. The detail was incredible on this memorial. To see this statue brings all the pictures you see in history books to life. The Lincoln Memorial at night as Abraham Lincoln watches over the World War II Memorial. The Washington Monument, as you can see, is two-tone in color. The lower third is lighter in color. When they started the memorial, they ran out of funds and the Civil War stopped construction. When they started back up construction again, they went to the same quarry to get the stone. However, the new stone was darker in color. Veteran Melvin Holmes and son Lynn Holmes in front of the Kansas State Stone. The Pentagon. This is the side that was attacked on 9/11. The columns in the middle that run vertical The length of the wall is where the building was hit and repaired. The size of the Pentagon is incredible. The Air Force Monument, with its 3 spears, the tallest is 270 feet. The 3 spears represent the 3 core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all that is done. On both sides of the spears are the Honor Guard and the Air Force Cree. A bus ride around the city on April 19th took us all around D.C. Here is a picture of the White House, the Ronald Reagan Building, now called International Trade Center. The original post office is now a mall. This is the Navy Memorial with its half-round buildings and ship mast. There are 2 bodies of water. One has water from all the seas, the other has water from all the oceans. A trip past the Capitol building. As you can see, construction is always ongoing in D.C. With a trip to Fort McHenry, the cannons that are placed there today were installed during the Civil War. These cannons are much bigger than the ones used in 1812. This would be quite a sight if you were sailing into the harbor in 1812. A picture of the Baltimore Harbor today. The cannons have a very impressive track and roller system for those days. The mast at Fort McHenry is from a ship and is around 100 feet tall and is in the same spot as in 1812. All the veterans were part of a ceremony that unfurled a 40 by 30 foot flag, same size that flew in 1812. Veteran Melvin Holmes holds the flag at Fort McHenry. This flag is a replica of the flag that flew in 1812, 15 stripes and 15 stars. Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner from his ship off the shore of Fort McHenry as the British bombed the fort. This was later put to music and became the national anthem. Arriving home to about 200 people waving flags and telling the veterans thanks for all they did was the homecoming they never received, and every one of them appreciated it from the bottom of their hearts.